Hey guys, and thank you so much for joining me. In this tutorial, I'm just going to be showing you one of my all-time favorite looks. It's a warm-toned, shimmery cut crease, so if you're interested, just please keep watching. So first off, I'm priming the face with my Cover FX Mattifying Primer. Then taking Sephora's Colourguard 12-Hour Eyeshadow Primer to prime the eyes. To get started on the brows, I'm just combing through them and then taking my Napoleon Perdis Browtox Eyebrow Gel on my MAC 208 brush. I've sped through all these clips by my brows honestly take me the longest to do, so with a very light hand I'm just drawing in very light strokes as if to draw in individual hairs in the most sparse areas and in my arch to define them. Then keeping the hairs in place using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Now I'm going to be going in with my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette with an all-over shader brush, taking white chocolate and placing that all over the eye area, even up to the brow bone. Then taking this light brown with a peach undertone shade from the palette, which is called Salted Caramel, on my Stila blending brush as my transition shade, and focusing this in the crease and upward using windshield wiper motions back and forth. Now dipping the same brush into the medium brown shade in the palette, Semi-Sweet. I'm just going to be focusing the color within the crease again, same back and forth motions, just being patient with it because then you'll start seeing what we're trying to create, which is the gradient that we want for this look. Then taking my Smashbox blending brush, which is just a little bit more fluffier, just making sure that's all buffed out. Taking the darkest brown in the palette, which is Triple Fudge, on my e.l.f. Pro blending eye brush. I'm just taking that and concentrating it more within the eye socket to start defining that cut crease. Now onto my favorite part of this look. I'm so obsessed with the Australis Metallix cream eyeshadows, and this one is in Gold Gaga. Taking this on my small Real Techniques brush, which I think is a lip brush, but anyway, any synthetic brush will do, and just using patting motions to place the shimmer on the eyelid and building it up to my desired effect. Then you'll see me start to be a little bit more precise as to where I'm placing the shadow, which is right up to the end of my actual lid to the socket, which is where the cut crease begins. Then going back in with Triple Fudge to deepen the cut crease again. And then more of our transition shade on our blending brush to blend out the gradient some more. Now in reverse order, I'm taking the darkest brown on a dense smudge brush and I'm smudging that into my bottom lash line. Then taking the medium brown on a pencil brush and smoking that into the dark brown in the lash line. And last, on the same pencil brush, our light brown transition shade and smoking that further down from the lash line as if to recreate that gradient that we have on the top. Now onto the face, I'm taking my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette in medium, and on my Sigma P80, I'm just taking Mid Peach, which is the color corrective concealer, just to correct any dark spots or scarring I may have. Then taking NC30 in the palette to conceal my under eye area. Today I'm going to be using my favorite drugstore foundation at the moment, which is the Loreal True Match. Just pumping that onto the back of my hand so I can dip my Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush. And I like to stipple the product onto my face and then buff it in using circular motions. Then only now I realize I totally forgot to do my eyeliner, so I'm taking my MAC Fluid Line in Black Track on my Holy Grail eyeliner brush, which is the Sigma E65 small angled brush, just doing some very light strokes. And because I like to do the wing portion of the eyeliner last, a little trick that I like to do is I like to clean off my brush after I've done obviously the eyelid portion, That way I've got a clean, fresh tool, and I can get the cleanest, most sharpest wing that I can get. Then using my Bobbi Brown foundation stick in Warm Almond as my contour, I'm just drawing some basic contour lines to define the hollows of my cheeks, my forehead and my nose. And then using my Real Techniques Expert Face brush, I'm just blending that up and backward into the hairline. And for the nose contour, I'm just using the Real Techniques concealer brush to smoothen that out. And then taking my foundation brush from earlier and just blending that out so there's no harsh lines. Now taking my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, I am in neutral medium to light, just to highlight my under eye area, the bridge of my nose, and a bit of my forehead and chin. And then I'm just gonna press that into the skin with my Stila sponge. You can use any beauty sponge or any beauty blender for this. And again, just making sure there's no harsh lines by going back in with my foundation brush and buffing it all in together. Now on my Bobbi Brown powder brush, I'm just taking my Nars powder in Barcelona in patting motions all over the face to mattify. Now with my Chanel Le Beiges powder in N50 with my Nars Ita brush, I'm just going to further define the contour within the hollows of my cheeks. Now taking my Australis AC On Tour Powder Contour Palette, I'm going to be using the bright yellow shade in my under eye area just to set that highlight that we did before. Now taking my NYX blush in Terracotta, which is more of a bronzer to me because it's got no pink pigment in it. It's bronze with some shimmer, which is why I was happy to leave it with no blush and no highlight for this look. Then my camera died, so before I lost the sun, I thought I'd just switch to a different camera, so sorry for the sketchy quality. But anyway, here I'm just lining my bottom lash line with my Stila Smudge crayon, and then taking my Lancome Hypnose Drama mascara and applying that to my bottom lashes. I left my top lashes because I've got lash extensions in at the moment. Then here I'm just going to start lining my lips with the shade Nude from NYX. And then taking the extra creamy lipstick in Minimalism from NYX as well. I'm just going to be applying that all over. And then I realized I wanted a more glossy lip for this look. So I went in with Dior's Fluid Stick in 219, which is just a really nice light nude with a peach undertone right over top. I just played with the hair, and that's the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.